for their respective schools. Of course, Alan from UE and Coach Pido from UST. We've heard so many things about the duel between those two in the UAAP. Jack and Jill Chippy are kada code of the game. Loyalty is key. Kada bonding, Chippy. Full force itong performance ng UST sa linggaw.
Both actually, pati yung Lasal. At amin nila, punong-puno din sila sa court kanina.
Game 2, UST wants this to be the last game of the season. DLSU, the way they're playing, is trying to push it to a third. Up 41-33 is our score. Let's listen to the crowd just for a while, TJ. Let's indulge yung mga nanonood sa atin dito sa ABS-CBN. Gaano kaingay dito. At iingay pa yan as we go along. Now, keys to winning for both teams.
Ito, tignan natin, Boom, nung talagang hinimay natin yung nangyari ng game number 1. Tignan natin maigi yung mga stats. Ano yung pwede nilang pagtuunan ng pansin, no, respectively, para matulungan silang manalo. Hindi ko naman sinasabing sure ball, no, pag magawa nila ito, panalo. Pero it give them a big boost. Where the Tigers, first of all, they have to play loose, as Coach Pido keeps telling them, but play to win. Not yung play not to lose. May ganyan eh. Pag lamang ka in a game or in a series, sometimes you just want to play not to lose. Pangalawa, box out at young rebound. Pangatlo, dictate the tempo and run and gun. For Lasal, start hot and aggressive. Huwag ka magpapatambak gaya ng game na first quarter. Exactly. Establish the post game early. Yun din ang nangyari. Close the fourth quarter strong. Tignan natin kung yun din ang mangyayari para sa Lasal as we end this game if it remains close.
Iingay na ang kalahati ng Araneta Coliseum. Half of the 23,037 people here. We had, how many did we have in game number 1 on the Wednesday? 25-5. Now, 23-037. And this highly anticipated, much talked about, and a lot of problems also getting tickets
for we've heard. Well documented. Yep. The challenges.
Oh. Full force. Itong UST. Representing all their courses. Ano?
Okay, no. Naka-uniform na nursing.
Naka-uniform,
bed, lahat.
Dito sa, we're not talking about the audience that you're seeing on TV.
On the floor, pwede nag-cheer.
Yung mga nag-cheer on the floor right now who just exited the Araneta Coliseum. At syempre, meron dyan yung mga naka-green na nasa yellow, mga naka-yellow na nasa green.
At saka talaga sa general admission, yung naka-yellow, umaapaw na.
Umaapaw na.
Pati sa side ng Lasal.
Pati yung naka-green dun.
May mga halo ng konti. Pero if you look at the Gen Ad kasi, no, talagang masasabi mo siguro 60-40 yung crowd nito. Na mukhang 60% lamang or 55% lamang ng konti itong UST.
Mga pumila.
Kasi yung mga standing room only seats na yan, sa upper box A and B, saka sa general admission, talagang pila kung pila talaga yan.
All to be entertained by these two teams who are locked in a battle here in game number 2.
Look at what Jeron Deng is practicing at the half. Free throws.
You know who was out here early though, and I tweeted a picture earlier, posted a picture about Jason Perkins was out probably a good 40 minutes before anybody else came out here at the Araneta Coliseum.
But interestingly, he's been scoreless today.
Yep.
Talk about Jason Perkins, but he's had 14 minutes. Missed all 4 of his shots so far, but he has had 3 rebounds and 3 assists. So when he gets the ball down low, the double team shot, he's been able to create for his teammates.
Sheriff doesn't start for UST, TJ. They start with Tata Bautista, Mariano, Abdul, Deng, and Ferrer. And the same starting 5 for DLSU. Offensive rebound by Jerick Deng.
Now it's down to a 6-point lead.
So 26-5 so far.
Bridging that from the 6-minute mark of the second quarter.
Bisitahin natin si Ina Oxiaco. Ina, go ahead.
Boom and TJ, the DLSU Green Archers have been going to their strengths in the first half and they will keep doing so in the second, especially on the offense. Coach Juno Soler says that the players already know what to do on the offense. and they already know how to attack. He says it's just about making the read. That's why everyone has to always be aware and always be ready. He also encourages all the players to continue making those extra passes, and he reminds them once again to be patient, because according to Coach Juno, that's when our percentages increase. Lastly, he says that do the little things that you're supposed to do. That's why we're scoring. It is going to be big in the second half. Boom and TJ.
Thank you, Ina. Be superlative Samsung at Dev Book 9 Light. It's PC Redefined. The reason why Jaron Teng was practicing his free throws so far is 2 of 6.
Including this last miss.
Yes.
3 of 7 right now.
They missed 5 free throws in the fourth quarter of game number 1. One of the big numbers in that fourth quarter, which could have given them a different ending. Mariano. Up high.
Good. Sweet touch off the glass. That's his game. If you give him the open space from the middle of the floor, pick and pop. Siya yung screener na nag-pop. At nakuha niya yung wang sa defensive rotation ng Lasal.
7 points. Teng against Ferrer.
Bit for that, and you know that is Jaron Teng's game. You give him the ball at the high post and he will attack from every angle conceivable.
It's body control.
Yep.
And upper body strength. Abdul with 3 personals. Mariano. Lost the ball, yes. 44-37. Jaron nagmamadali and a foul by Alvin Mariano and an extra push by Jeric Teng. Yakisobrang move na tayo, brought to you by Nissan Yakisoba. Yakisobrang sarap.
Look at that, Jeric taking advantage of his mismatch with Bosotros. Hindi siya nakapag-box out ng maigi. At hindi mo pwede magawa yan sa jumping contest lang.
Master winning move, lose the oil, win the game with Master, put your game face on. Back to live action here with 17 on the shot clock. Jeric against Jaron, and that's an obvious foul by Jeric
He
Teng.
went for the block there, and you saw how far back Jeric was giving Jaron.
Yep.
Talagang egging him to take the three-point shot. Look at how far. I think in previous play, But that's been the defensive strategy of Coach Nudo. Pag si Jaron may bola, atrasan mo. Force him and egg him on to shoot that outside shot para makabuelo ka dun sa mga drive and pivot moves niya.
Perfect combination, Proof Extended Juicy Chicken Cheese Hot Dog, and yung foul ni Jeric Teng paid off. In the sense that they get no points from that sequence, as Jaron Teng is now 3 out of 10 from the line. Nagbabantayan na yung magkapatid.
Both sides.
Teng for 3.
And talk about a swing, no? He found his brother, made him miss 2 free throws, and he throws a 3. Only a 4-point lead.
Oh, really confident Jeric Teng, 20 points. His numbers continue to rise in this magical run of theirs. Van Opstal on the repost. Revilla from the corner. Cannot get it back. 44-40 is our score. Bautista will try his hand.
Hey!
Ayun na.
Look out. This crowd is going nuts. It's a 1-point game.
And Coach Chuno Soler presses the timeout button. 44-43. Enjoy the break movement. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat.
Live Supreme! Tawanan kulit ang Supreme. Eat, play, aral Supreme. Kahit saan, kahit kailan. Always on the go, di mapipigilan. Live Supreme! Ano man ang trip gawin. Live Supreme! Isang sigaw natin. Walang palalampasin. Live Supreme!
Coming up, it's live coverage of the 2:35 p.m. Seat Pleasant Draft. Who will be the top pick? Will it be Kevin Durant, four-time NBA All-Star back in town to play, or local spark plug Anton Barrels? Durant is the total package. He's got guard-like skills in a big man's body. But Barrels is an intriguing prospect, and his grandmother was all-world in high school. Scouts are split on this one. Everybody, and I mean everybody, has an opinion. KD or Anton? Tune in to find out.
Your old car could make him a bit shy. Get a new car from RCBC Savings Bank's My Wheels.
Oh, you like it?
Wow, Dad, it's so cool here.
Hi!
life-changing.
Pabalik po ang UAP Season 76 game number 2 ng ating finals. Tikada ni Jeric Teng mula sa 3, Great Taste White. Great 3, our coffee is white. Great Taste White. And then Ferrer finding Tata Bautista for a PS Bank maasahan. Assist simple lang mag-ipon sa PS Bank. Open a savings account now. 10-3 run. Is that the reason, PJ, why Bautista is there?
I think so. Sheriff does not have that kind of range. He does not gain that kind of respect in the defense. If he's there, they let him shoot. He might get his points here and there. But just the presence of Bautista will spread the floor for UST. It will open up the defense of LaSalle already and hit those shots if he can.
Bautista is also our two-more player of the game, brought to you by Rexona. It won't let you down. 44-43. 10-3 in the third. Ang ating scoring so far.
Add that to the 24-5 run.
That's right.
So it's now a 34-8 run.
Nice find by ABO to break the spell. Let's go to Cristel Batchelor.
Bloom and TJ, in their effort to break to stop rather the danger groove of their runner-up finish last year, Jeric Teng said they have to adjust and bring their groove back for this second half. Now their goal this time is to control the boards, get more rebounds, and dictate the flow of the game. Some of the players like Kevin Ferrer were very angry in the halftime break while some were just playing down. Our coach Pido Horancha said they just have to ignore all the distractions, focus, and just play the game. Coach also wants for the boys to not settle for jump shots, but instead go for the drive because that move matches the caliber of a championship game. Lastly, Coach Pido pleaded specifically to Paolo Pe and Aljon Mariano to hold their ground. Makukuha natin ito basta extra effort lang at hard work, Ruben TJ.
That's what the championship is all about. Extra effort, the intangibles, the 50-50 balls. The superlative Samsung Atin, Book 9 Light, it's BC redefined. And another extra possession. This time Mariano clutches that ball.
Tama si Coach Pido. Ano naman natin kanina na mindset is a drive, drive, drive. Don't settle for those outside shots.
7 turnovers for UST, 6 for DLSU. All in all, so a well-played game.
Quality game.
From that standpoint. Mariano for 3. Still cannot get it to go. Haynes on the floor. Haynes, America's leading underwear brand. AVO. Back to Jaron. He's looking for a pick. But the AVO posts up Karim Abdul and gets the bounce.
Remember, Abdul has 3 fouls. He's still playing with those 3 fouls. He picked up the third late in the second quarter.
So pamatay sulok yung tira. As Teng shoots another 3, that's short. The tap goes to UST. They're down 5 with 5:16 to play. Ferrer. Mariano. Abdul thought about it. 16-footer, doesn't get the roll, and an easy rebound for Jason Perkins. Under 5 to play. Sealed underneath.
And they're going to keep going there. I'm sure during the timeout, Coach Juno Soler reminded the boys of LaSalle, hey, Abdul's got 3 fouls, and you've got your bigs there. You've got Perkins, you've got AVO. Dip into the well and try to get something and get a foul even.
Most improved player of the year. 3 out of 8 from the field for AVO. Teng recovers just in time. 50-45. Almost a double-double now for AVO. Revilla steps on the line. A long 2. Scoring picking up here in the third quarter of game number 2. Paalitan po ng puntos para sa UST at DLSU. 4 minutes. Teng from the elbow comes up short. Revilla nagmamadali. Vosotros mula sa sulok.
LaSalle responding so well off that timeout of Coach Juno Soler, and all of a sudden back to a 7-point lead.
Join the break movement, have a break, have a Kit Kat. 55-45. UST with a 10-3 run. Coach Juno calls a timeout, and LaSalle answers with an 11 to 2 run to bring us to 55-45. Nanonood po kayo ng game number 2 ng ating finals sa ABS-CBN in high definition on Balls HD 167 all over the world via the Filipino channel. At meron din po tayong radio coverage sa DCMM sa 6:30. Dennis Principe and Coach Alan Gregorio ang inyong maririnig dyan sa ating radio coverage. Celebrate great times with Yellow Cab Delivery Hotline 789-9999. Great times, great pizza. Kevin Ferrer has been the quiet man for UST.
Yep, he has not been the guy that he was in game number 1. He had 20 points for UST. Shot the lights out 5 out of 8 from 3-point territory in game 1.
Nakatakas ng bahagya.
Nice pass.
Norbert Torres iniyak-yak. So patuloy. 13-2 run para sa DLSU.
And that's Van Opsal's 3rd assist of the game.
That's the adjustment that they made. Ano? Parang kapansin mo, TJ, compared to game number 1 when they attacked, the other big man slides. So parang nagkakaroon ng option pa.
Correct.
As a second threat. Ito, Fubu, fearless shot for us bias. Fubu International sa sulok. Tumira. Itong si Amon Vosotros. Lucky Me Supreme moment. Brought to you by Lucky Me Supreme. Live Supreme. And AVO gets the applause from the DLSU crowd.
Vosotros, 11 points already today. 4 out of 10 from the field.
Kevin Ferrer, 2 points. 0 of 3 from the field. 3 personal fouls for Kevin Ferrer.
And layo from game 1, no boom, 20
Layo from
points.
game 1 and Final Four.
Correct. In game 1, 20 points, 6 out of 9 from the field. Talk about 66%.
And he looks a little different, TJ. He doesn't look as parang active and alive and intense as the game number 1 sa simula pa lang. Perkins for 3. Wala.
Balik na pala sa 10 itong lamang, ano?
Ferrer, umikot. Off the glass.
Tough move. What a tough shot there.
Napakaganda naman ng pihit ni Kevin Ferrer. That is his first field goal of the game. 57-49. Inside to Perkins. Outside to Vosotros. Vosotros bumalik sa 3. That is UST ball.
Back to this 2-3 zone is UST, and they know, talk about Nasal, malilibre talaga sila sa corner shots. And that's where they're putting their shooters.
Sheriff, bumalik na rin dito. Mariano, matake. Mariano sa ilalim. Ilinabas kay Ferrer. Ferrer for 3. No, still nothing from the 3-point area for him. UST possession still. And the Kiwag will come in for Jeric Teng. They have to rest Jeric Teng at some point as LA Revilla runs to the official stable and replaces Amon Vosotros.
Jeric Teng has hardly rested. Boom, 24 minutes, 22 points already. Add to that, 2 rebounds as well.
Ferrer. Mariano asking for it underneath. Perkins still talking to Mariano. Mariano jacks up a long 2. 9 points for him. He's slowly getting his offensive rhythm.
So it's a good thing for UST, even though they're not yet leading. But Mariano and Ferrer are getting their groove now. More weapons for them here in the second half.
Torres for 3. Norbert for the offensive rebound. That is the 20th of the game. Agaw. Makukumpleto ba?
And they're not calling a travel, interestingly. Even though he slid down there.
Norbert, I think, got hit in the head as Kevin Ferrer.
I don't know how they're going to call that because the whistle was blown and Ferrer was swinging his elbows.
Ferrer,
which you don't need to do anymore.
kicking the ball also.
Natamaan eh.
Then the Kiwag are getting into it. Pito is telling, huwag ka nang makisali dyan.
Here's the replay. So he slips. The legs, both his feet lift the floor.
So should have been a traveling.
Should have been a traveling. And then he swings his elbows even though wala na. I mean, Perkins wasn't Perkins or
Perkins was on top of. Norbert was on top.
Wasn't doing anything. He was on top.
He looked like he got hit already by someone somehow. That's why he wasn't even reacting anymore to what Kevin Ferrer was doing. And then Takiwa got into the picture. And Coach Bidon takes him away.
But let's see. At the very least, there should be a warning. At the very least, could be a technical foul, or which is equivalent to a sportsmanlike foul. That'll be 2 free throws and possibly ball possession, depending if they cancel out.
Obviously, Pidot doesn't want to give extra points to LaSalle. That's why he was taking the extra motion away from the other players.
And they can't change the call on the traveling. So that's a good call. I would agree, because he was swinging his elbows. The whistle was clearly blown. That's his 4th personal foul.
Yes.
So does it mean the possession swings back to LaSalle? Kasi there was a foul.
And L.A. Revilla now.
A jump ball.
They're going to have L.A. Revilla now and Kevin Ferrer going at it.
They're going to try to get to his head, that's for sure.
That's something that Kevin Ferrer does so well against other players.
Right.
And now, Norbert will...
So it's LaSalle possession, kasi I guess jump ball yung tinawag.
So possession arrow.
Yung foul. Wala palang foul kay Torres. So Norbert, with some interesting free throws here to end this 3rd quarter with 1 minute and 13 to go.
So napasama pa, instead of the original, it should have been a traveling call. We saw both feet come up.
Yep.
That would have been just ball possession to LaSalle. Ngayon, napasama pa. And now Jarek Teng has to come back in. The UST trying to restore order here. The lead is 8.
And just when Ferrer was getting his groove, he picks up his 4th personal foul.
That's an excellent point.
Fault the bore, masakit yun sa kanila kasi umiinit na siya, tumataas yung kumpiyansa niya eh.
They go downstairs to Norbert Torres. Gusto nilang kunin yung pang-4 na foul ni Karim Abdul. Somebody fouled Norbert Torres down there. Let's see who it's on.
Looks like it's on Mariano.
Yep. Look at this move. They're going to foul Karim Abdul there.
And that's an Aljon. That's number 4 as well on Mariano. So Ferrer has 4. Mariano has 4.
I couldn't see it. But I wish the moment of the game opened up to everyday surprises.
Maybe it was an angle.
Yes.
You didn't see Mariano on that tight shot.
And Aljon is pointing to himself, wondering why, bakit daw ako, sabi niya. I wish we had another
angle maybe, because you could see where he was.
He was actually jockeying position with Jason Perkins. So hindi natin alam kung ano nangyari doon sa ilalim. Hindi natin makita eh. Siya nagtataka eh. Bakit natawagan siya? And isa pa yan, he gets 4 and he's also gotten into his rhythm.
And again, 2 free throws sunk there by Norbert Torres.
So balik sa 11 yung abante. Pressure by Thomas Torres and a foul on him. Aljon Mariano still talking to the referee and asking what foul did he give up. But we play on here. Coach Juno Soler and the boys ahead by 11. Foul by Norbert Torres, apparently. 2nd personal. Donaldson's a slow-mo spice up the day with the new McSpicy.
Is this it?
No, that's a foul.
Ito yung kanina. Ito yung ngayon lang. Gandang pihit ni Abdul.
But they won't count that. Foul downstairs. Jarek asking for it underneath.
Continuing to play smart. He's getting his points with a combination of aggressiveness and court smarts right there.
24 points. Para kay Jarek. Abante na siya ng DLSU. Low post na naman. Triple team on Perkins.
And yan, pag nandiyan na siya kalalim, going to his strong side, turning to his left with that left-handed hook shot. The separation, the help has to come from on top, not from behind him, because he can just turn away from that one.
Mythical team member, Jason Perkins.
Remember, he's a first-year player.
The show on Jarek Teng. Teng puts it up. There's a foul prior to the shot.
So will they give him continuation? That's the question. I said they're not independent. You talk about LaSalle. So hindi. Sideline inbound, but it's 0.5 of a second to go. Enough time for a catch and shoot.
Norbert Torres called for his 3rd personal.
Does not have to be an alley-oop, pero pwedeng catch and shoot.
Aljon, nowhere to go with that one. LaSalle stymies the UST rally and leads by 11 at the end of the third, 64-53.
Mahalaga ang tamang pagsisimula. Pag magpursigi ka, uulanin ka ng maraming grasya. Tapos, darating yung pinakalag mo. Ang sarap! Sa uli, matitikman mo ang tamis. Yan ang kwento ko at ng Max.
Hi, ano bang silbi mo? Hep! Hindi mo ba alam ang 10 pesos big time na? Sa mas pinabonggang Sun Color Text Combo 10! Last nila lang yung Sun Text! And text to other networks! May 10 minutes Sun calls pa! At ngayon, with 10 minutes mobile internet, sobrang big time talaga! Sa 10 pesos, kompletong araw mo with Sun Prepaid! The good choice!
Represented by me and you in the slide and the slow. Take a look at the kaleidoscope and round, make it twirl in this kaleidoscope.
The latest germ defense also works the longest. Green Cross Total Defense provides germ immunity up to 5 hours. Germ defense that's totally handy, now totally upsized. Green Cross Total Defense. Germ immunity up to 5 hours.
Choice ko kung sino ako.
Choice ko, umangat.
At choice ko, maiba.
Pero kahit magkakaiba, dito kami nagkakaisa.
Our only choice sa burger, Jollibee Yum.
The best tasty burger made with Yum's original 100% pure beef patty.
Na masarap mula unang langhap
Up to the last kagat. Always our only choice.
Babalik po tayo dito sa loob ng Araneta Coliseum para po sa game number 2 ng ating finals between DLSU and UST. 23,037 strong on Saturday afternoon. Abante ng 11 ang DLSU. DLSU, their 9-game winning streak broken by UST, who are looking to become the first 4th seed to win a championship. Ang mga nabiktima rin ng UST, defending champion. Ang number 1 seed na NU, and now they're looking, if they win today, they're looking to add the number 2 team in the league in that list of victims. But DLSU gives the one ahead. Perkins looking to add.
That's big. What a way to start the fourth quarter. Statement there. Big three. Only the second triple of the second half for LaSalle.
PJ, napakaliit ng lineup ng UST ngayon. Sheriff, Bautista, and Jerick Teng.
Nagsabay yung Bautista at saka si Sheriff.
3-point play opportunity for Karim Abdul.
It's going to be the third foul of Jason Perkins.
Great taste white, great 3. Our coffee is white, great taste white.
What a pass there. The left hand behind the back flip.
Ito, perfect combination to extend the juicy chicken cheese hot dog. This is where the experience again of UST in the finals last year and everything that they went through this year to try to get themselves out of a hole.
Yep. That's what they need right now for LaSalle naman, to show their consistency of exercising their demons of the first round. Remember, in the first round, they had several losses na lamang sila na sa fourth quarter, double-digit leads, and they would lose it in the end. But in their run, in their 9-0 run in the second round, that's one of the things that was highlighted for them to maintain leads and sometimes even coming back in games.
Correct. Sarado yung pinto para kay Mariano. Teng. Thought about the 3. Isinawsaw pa. Wild shot by Jerick Teng there. Norbert Torres trying to handle that rebound and is fouled by Jerick.
A good job by Norbert to not swing his arms or elbows too much na baka may matamaan. He just patiently held the ball, embraced it, and pivoted away from any contact. And ayun, medyo masyadong yakap na si Teng. You'll rarely get the jump ball if you're hugging the guy from behind, even though it's all ball.
McDonald since the slow-mo spice up today with a new McSpicy. 67-56. Revilla. Rebound by Teng. 8:26 to play. Nagmamadali si Sheriff. Hand off to Bautista. Maliit din ang Lasal, ha? In there, at least in the back.
3-point guards. You know, Thomas Torres also plays point guard.
Yes.
Look at that. I've never seen them play 3-point guards.
And then two big guys. Abdul, hacked underneath. Hindi gumapang paloob yung bola.
But that's what happens when you space it out with 3 guards on the perimeter. The more may operating room itong si Kareem Abdul sa loob.
Is this to prevent UST shooting threes as we look at this Kit Kat best break? Join the break movement, have a break, have a Kit Kat.
Sinabayan na rin yung siguro. At saka, napilitan din na kailangan din ipagpahinga si Jeron Teng to give him a breather to make him finish strong.
Jeron Teng, 15 points and 6 rebounds so far.
I'm trying to see if my eyes are deceiving me, but it looks like I'm just realizing is now Coach Jun has only used a 7-man rotation.
Wow.
Aside from his starters, he's only pulled out Norbert Torres and Thomas Torres from the bench. That's it.
Yep.
No sign of Campos, Reyes, De La Paz. You know, all those Montalvo, all those guys had some minutes in the first game.
Very tight.
Super tight. 7-man rotation. Normally when you see tight rotations, it's 8. It's rare, much more rare that you see 7.
Oh, strong move by AVO. He continues his splendid game with a double-double now. Lead is 11. Abdul loses it. Mariano kicks it out to Bautista. 6 to shoot.
Oh, good catch from behind to block that by Revilla.
Vosotros, back to Revilla. Let's go to Ina Onciaco now.
Boom and DJ Coach Juno Soler commends the players for how they've been playing so far. He says he especially likes the way each player recognizes the strengths of one another, and he says to keep it up. He warns everyone, though, not to give up any transition basket and threes, as these will be UST's opportunities to come back. But though when they do make their runs, Coach Juno says not to mind the score and to keep doing what they've been doing, which are the little things, and the results will simply follow. Lastly, sabi lang ni Jeron at the end, to pump up his teammates, he says, keep strong, last 10 minutes, no time to relax, guys. Boom and TJ.
And Jeron, right on cue, comes into the game. Be superlative, Samsomative, Book 9 Light, it's PC redefined. Derek, this is the free throw.
Well, with the time remaining, UST really has to pick up the pace and try to attack on fast breaks, and Coach Juno is aware of that that's something they're going to have to do with this limited time. UST is the number 3 fast-breaking team in the league, averaging 10.4 fast-break points a game. So far today, only 2. That's why DLSU has done a good job in transition defense as well.
And 2 misses by Jerick Teng from the free throw line. Jeron nakalusot.
You cannot gamble to steal from behind if you're going to let a guy through who's one of the best slashers in the league.
Bautista for 3, gets it to go.
They needed that badly. They were down by 13 at that point.
6:30, marami pang oras dito para humabol ang UST. Jeron sets up Vosotros, mapawiin yung press, wala. Kabek mapupunta sa Lasal na naman. Jeron, body control. ABO, wala. Kabek, and it's back to Lasal. Wow. Dominance of the offensive rebounds.
That's 23 offensive rebounds to 10 for UST the whole game.
Torres for 3.
Rebound na naman.
Vosotros is checked. But Abdul is asking for more help underneath.
He does need the help. They got a gang rebound defensively.
Celebrate great times with Yellow Cab Delivery Hotline 789-9999. Great times, great pizza. Pure Foods, crisp and juicy wingers, no bones, no hassle for Jeron Teng. 25 offensive rebounds, 10 only for UST. Thomas Torres goes to AVO. AVO makes space for himself. What a move.
What a game for ABO, patiently attacking Karim Abdul in the paint. ABO now with 13 points in the game.
Sheriff back to Jarek with 12 to shoot. 5:21 to play. Jarek with a spin.
Oh, what a move.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Sensational move.
Awesome move. But he needs help. He can't do this all on his own.
He's trying. He's trying to will.
And we mentioned earlier, the two guys who could have helped him in the fourth quarter now got their rhythm in the third quarter, Mariano and Ferrer.
Yep.
Both have 4 fouls. Now Ferrer only about to come back in the game.
What about this? 26 offensive rebounds now for LaSalle.
Wow. That is a huge number.
And the second chance points obviously piling up. And you know, DJ, not only that from a number standpoint, but also from a morale standpoint. When you're not getting the rebound and then nakaka-score pa yung kalaban, it hurts. Sakit, oh.
Turnover here.
Parang nawawalan ka na hininga for a while, ano? Muna, Yakisobrang move brought to you by Nissin Yakisoba. Yakisobrang sarap. Master winning move, lose the oil, win the game with Master. Put your game face on Jarek Tang. The spin cycle. 24 points in the paint for UST. LaSalle with 40. Let's check in with Christelle Batchelor.
Bloom and TJ, frustration was edged all over the faces of the Tigers during the huddle. But from the beginning, Coach Pedro Horacio has been constantly telling them a lot are at stake for today's win, but they have to focus solely and ultimately on their game plan and on breaking the dry spell they have been experiencing. Sabi nga ni Coach, ayaw daw kasing pagalawin ng Tigers ang bola at puro shortcut daw ang ginagawa nila. Lastly, while the nerves of the Tigers are going haywire, Jerry Tang said they have to regroup and do their best. They're just a few minutes away before they get the championship, and there is no room to be lax for this quarter. Boone and TJ?
Pati sa boses ni Cristel, mararamdaman mo na rin yung konting frustration, ano?
Yep.
Naghahabol po ang UST dito. Abante ng 12. Ang DLSU 75-63. At panipis na ng panipis ang ating orasan. TJ, yun yung masakit para sa UST dahil 4:10 remaining.
At nabanggit natin kanina yung second chance points. 18 already para sa LaSalle. 6 lang sa USC. 12-point difference. Before these free throws, it was a 12-point lead. And that's really been one of the biggest factors of this game because USC is playing good defense and only allowing LaSalle 38% field goal shooting. But they're just not closing out those possessions by getting the defensive rebound.
Speaking of closing out, Torres closing out on Aljon Mariano on that play. Under 4 minutes and a 14-point lead. LaSalle trying to extend this to a do-or-die game on Saturday.
They're now milking the clock.
6 on the shot clock. Deng maneuvering over Ferrer. Aljon collecting the rebound. Sheriff to Abdul. Abdul attacks, fakes, fires, and the three-point play opportunity.
He gets a foul. Good smart move there, picking up the 4th foul of AVO.
But this is a good strategy for UST. They have to kill the clock, get some points.
And from here on in, penalty na ang LaSalle. That's their 4th team foul. So on the 5th onwards, penalty na yan. So they must keep, the aggressive mindset of driving in the paint. It's what got them closer in the middle stretches of this game in the second and third quarter.
13 points for Karim Abdul. Part of our mythical selection this year. Revilla. Nagtitimon. 10 segundo na lalabig. Sa kanilang shot clock, AVO gets the seal again. Abdul with a block. Ito na taga UST. Nagmamadali si Jarek Tang. Jarek puts it up and in. No, it comes out.
Just in and out. And Ferrer was open in the corner. He could have kicked out for a 3-point shot.
Would have been a spectacular move.
Yep.
With Jarek, but it just could not stay in. Jaron now, his turn. Stripped. It will stay with DLSU with 3 seconds. Look at that.
Pumasok na, linuwalang talaga.
Halfway in. Nike power rebound of the game. Nike playing like it's still summer. 3 seconds to shoot. Vosotros fades away. And Abdul with probably the easiest rebound of the game.
I know. Total rebounds, boom, di na natin pinag-uusapan. 54 to 36. Grabe.
Ferrero was looking for a foul in that play. And that is the 5th on Aljon Mariano. He's gone.
And what a way to go in terms of fouling out.
The Appleton Most Improved Player is Van Upsel. We made that official earlier in the awards for season 76, which was shown on Studio 23. 2:20 remaining with an 11-point lead para sa DLSU. Paulo Pe in for Aljon Mariano, who graduates with 5 fouls. Jeron. Pinilit. Last 2 minutes brought to you by PS Bank. CP lang mag-ipon sa PS Bank. Open a savings account now. Si Jeric, basang-basa niya yung pihit ni Jeron, no?
He knows the guy's moves very, very well. Playing with him all his life.
77-66. Magbabalik po ang game number 2 ng UAAP Finals. Romeo, our UAAP MVP during the season awards earlier on Studio 23. Also the leading scorer of the league at 22.2 points a game. But this is between UST and DLSU. DLSU trying to hang on here with an 11-point lead. Deng still fighting. How about Jarek Deng? 28 points for this kid.
It's a 9-point game, single digits.
Just doesn't want to go away. Jarek is just fighting it out. Minamala si Kevin, minamala si Aljon, minamala si Karim. But Jarek is he's putting this team on his shoulders right now.
It's his game right now with 28 points. Karim is the closest one to him with 13 points. But it's a quiet 13 points for Karim Abdul.
Anaka-anaka, kung tawagin nga. Vosotros, tough shot. Now Abdul could not secure the rebound.
Wow, and that's just hustle right there. That's not even a rebound. That's hustle. Yung tapik na lang, nakuha na, tinapik pa ng Lazal just to make that ball a loose ball, and they recovered it.
And that's painful because we're down to 1 minute and 12, TJ. AVO, nakatakas. Paulo Pes, sinara yung pinto. Bola ng Lazal with 6 to shoot. This is a 9-point lead. UST has got to rack up some points here and also put out consecutive defensive stops. 77-68.
Be part of the
77-68. 6-second shot clock for DLSU. Vosotros to Deng. Deng inside to Norbert Torres. Wala. Why pa dito ang UST, TJ?
You gotta pick it up the pace though. Take some early shots.
Ferrer from the corner.
Oh, and he's fouled by Jeron Deng.
And the clock stops.
The clock stops. You take 3 free throws. And he was cold off the bench. Remember, he's been resting. Si Kevin Ferrer.
2 more play of the game brought to you by Rexona. It won't let you down. 77-68.
And Lazal wants this reviewed if it is indeed a 3-point shot, to see if he deserves 3 free throws or not.
So they will review it with 51 seconds remaining.
And both teams have a timeout left, so we'll get a review of that, a rewind of that shot. Here we go. See Ferrer's both feet clearly behind the arc. There was Jeron Deng not giving him landing room. And his knee was in between the 2 legs of Ferrer.
Coach Juno gave a thumbs up to the referees.
So they have the right to do that. Panigurado lang yan kasi every point matters. Every point matters right now.
Gives Jarek Deng time to rest also because balitaan natin yung mga timeout. TJ, nakita natin si Jeric lunched over.
Nakaluhod.
Oo, nakaluhod dun sa
front of their bench.
Pagod na pagod na.
The second free throw missed by Ferrer. The hero of game number 1 with 20 points today.
Yeah,
only 5 points so far in 28 minutes.
Big numbers during the final 4-2. Down to 7 as this substitution is brought to you by Smart Music, where music lives. Torres moves out. Perkins moves in. What's the strategy for UST here, DJ?
Full court press, no choice. Try to force a turnover here.
And they safely get it to Revilla.
But they're not yet in the penalty. They only have 3 team fouls.
On UST, you mean?
Yep.
Revilla bobbles it, recovers. 13 left.
They're not yet opting the foul. Siguro they milked so much of the clock. Wag na lang. Try to get a miss here.
Muntikan. Cheron recovers.
Oh! That hurts.
That is what you don't want.
You get a fresh 24-second shot. That hurts for Tata Bautista.
4 seconds left on that shot clock.
He's 30 feet away from the basket. A clear foul there, reaching into the left hand, making contact with the stomach.
Yeah, that was big. So reset to 14. That means more time for DLSU here. But
here's a steal.
Abdul to Lo. Lo out to Bautista from the corner. Wala. Rebound goes to LaSalle with 17 seconds. And UST has got to start fouling now.
Yep, they haven't fouled yet.
That's the foul.
They fouled Perkins.
12 point
foul Jerome Teng.
Let's look at that play. A C2 cool and clean steal brought to you by the new C2 Red Tea and C2 Iced Tea. Healthy sarap. Great with meals. Perkins will take his first free throws of the game, DJ.
Saka parang deja vu ng yung turnover ni Mariano.
Pido,
number 1. Pido has already crossed the bench, ha?
Yeah.
To congratulate the whole LaSalle bench.
At kumaway pa siya kay Mr. Henry Coanco right behind the LaSalle bench. Conceding already this game. And Perkins misses 2. The final score, the only thing unsettled here as Ferrer jacks up the 3. LaSalle will extend this into sudden death Saturday. Not such a bad idea with two very good and great teams. Maybe we all as fans deserve a game number 3, DJ.
Boy, everybody, if you could have asked any casual basketball fan, considering the way that these two teams have played great basketball in the road to the finals, you'd want to see them slug it out as many times as possible.
Yeah, best of 5 Saturday.
All right.
Congratulations, LaSalle, the winning team. Bonchon of the game, powered by Bonchon Chicken. Team Bonchon for the win. And they will be getting 5,000 worth of GCs from Bonchon Chicken. UST still has one more chance to be the first 4th seed to win a UAAP championship, while LaSalle is looking to duplicate the feat that they did back in 1999 to come back from a 0-1 deficit and win it all. 77-70 is our final score. We will be back here at the Araneta Coliseum. Back here at the Araneta Coliseum as we wrap up this coverage dito po sa ABS-CBN. We just heard that Coach Juno gave a very short press conference even to our media friends.
Kasama na tayo dun, ha? 7 minutes all in daw.
The whole press
Kasama
conference.
na yung meron tayong 1 minute.
Well, you know how some coaches na ayaw talaga nila masyado pagka-finals na, pagka
focus na
they want to move on and go on to game number 3, and which is, as we have established mula nung game 1, a complete contrast to Coach Pido, who I guess indulges a lot of people with sometimes not even basketball stuff, you know. And that is the contrast of the two coaches, the contrast of the two teams, and that's why this series ay napaka-compelling po para sa mga manlalaro at para sa mga manonood. At mabibiyayaan tayo ng game number 3, and that will be on Saturday. We still don't have a venue. We will tell you where eventually.
Abangan ang mga tweets sa balita, sa DZMM, sa TV Patrol. Ibabalita po namin sa niyan kung saan po gaganapin ang venue na yan. You'll know soon because they gotta sell the tickets soon as well.
Correct, that's right. And hopefully that won't be an issue for the game number 3. Telecast will start 3 p.m. and then game time will be 3:30. Your thoughts for the impending game number 3, TJ?
Well, both these teams got their wins already at kahit maikli lang yung serie natin, alam na nila kung paano